Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a fantastic week. We are ready now to have yet another. Looking forward to this next week to have a full week with no holidays or anything going on like that. I have so much to cover in this video. You will want to stay until the end as I talk about where I think the market is heading and how to take a look and what to do when you have so many sell signals across the market. Right now, the market has been on an utter tear. It's been moving up, and markets do not move up in a straight line. I am expecting a pullback. I'm going to take a look and show you why I'm expecting that. Of course, we will wait for the price action to prove it to us in this strong bull trend, but there are no buys to be had anywhere. There are sell signals everywhere, and so you rarely see that in the market, and I can see us coming down and filling the gap. Before I get going though in this video, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you have not done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. I do have a Patreon group. I have a link in the description down below. You will want to check it out. There's definitely a level for you and some way that you can benefit from it. All right, well, here we go. Yet more sales in the overall market. And let's start off by taking a look at the SPY ETF. And as you can see here, I had this 450 level kind of mapped out. I think that that's a psychological level for investors. Also, we have this sell signal that happened late on Friday. So this is not good for the market. I was expecting this, definitely with so many stocks hitting their sell signals. This is crazy. Now, these are DeMark indicators. DeMark indicators are considered to be the magic indicator. I love them for turning points, and that's why I have them on my chart. This is how I trade each and every day. Each and every one of these bars is 4 hours. All right, so talking about this, we have this sell signal here, and all of a sudden, a bunch of things alerted to sell signals. I will have these in the description down below so that you can see the different stocks that I exited and bought on Friday. All right, we take a look. Whoops. I do that all the time. All right, we take a look at the VIX, and you can see the VIX is getting crushed all the way down to 13.34. 1850 is its average. There is no fear in the market whatsoever. We don't have buy signals on the VIX. That is the other thing I would love to see, is a sell signal from SPY along with buy signals from the VIX. That would give us extra confirmation. But we don't have that, but we are at a level of significant support. And so that's something to kind of take a look at too. All right, let's start off by stocks that were sold. And here we go. The first is SPXL, sold for a 6.77% gain. Bought it in here, alerted to Patreon members that this one would be a good one to get, and part of my DeMark ETF strategy. The next one was TER, sold TER for an 8.74% gain. This was part of my active ETF strategy. This played out very nicely, and I like how it went. The next is TQQQ. Bought and sold this as part of my DeMark ETF strategy, sold for a 9.33% gain. The next was SMH. Sold SMH for a 6.31%. This is the semiconductor ETF, and this was a very solid trade. Took a little bit of time to kind of come to fruition, but turned out overall, I was very happy to get a 6% gain out of that. Next, we have PD. Now, I sold this at a loss. It was time for me to move out of this. I had bought shares in this cluster right here, and then we had earnings, and they had a massive sell-off after earnings. Even though the earnings were great, they had some kind of not so great guidance, and that really hurt it down here. I did not purchase more as we went. Sold out here for a 3.27% loss. So this one was not a winner. The next is ADPT. Sold ADPT ADPT for a 2.11% loss as part of my active ETF strategy. Bought in here and sold. Actually, I should have sold early in the day. I was selling other things and I missed it, and it came all the way down here and sold for an overall loss. The next was LABU, and this did not work out. Bought in here, sold there, sold this for a 7.29% loss. But finally, we have Unity Software, and this turned out very, very well. Sold this as part of my active ETF strategy, sold for a 17.50% gain. All right, now let's go some of the stocks that I loaded up on Friday and some of the reasons why I got them. These are in my own personal portfolio and some of my professional portfolios that I have. The first is GDXD. Purchased this on buy signals, and so far so good. It's up a few percentage points since purchasing it. Purchased LABD. This is the LABD. This is the Direxion Daily S&P Biotech Bear. 3x shares. Bought this off of buy signals. Expecting actually this will make money if the market moves down, probably in small caps with the Russell 2000. And then had an insider bought BOF. As I talked about, Branch Out Foods. Took a position on that as I talked about that. That is now number 2. And got shares and up 1.30% so far. That is number 2 on that. All right, let's cover the top 7 and how things are going in these top 7 stocks that I am covering for free for everyone on YouTube. This is CRSP, so far not so good. Active ETF strategy down 7.47%. Have not had any sell signals, buy signals here. In the past, this has done really well. So far, this is not doing great. But being patient and waiting for sell signals on this one. The next, number 6, is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. Since calling this out, it is up 3.47%. So this is going nicely. We're just in the beginning kind of stages of this, looking to see what's going to happen. Hopefully we didn't have a double top right here. That would not be good, but we'll check it out. So far, so good. I feel good about owning Tesla no matter when it is. Number 5 is TZA, and this had a good day, finished up 2.98% on Friday, but is still down 6.45% since calling it out. And we have SDOW, ticker symbol SDOW. This one is down 1% since calling it out. We had buy signals here. We've come back down to buy signals again. On Friday, the Dow was the only thing that did decent, and it finished down 1.04% because the Dow did well. All right. Next, we go to number 3, RPRX, since calling this out, up 2.64%. This stock has done not really a lot since insider activity, but, it had an okay, just kind of break-even day. And the number 1 pick was Outlook Therapeutics. Did not have a good day on Friday, and now we are down 2.21% since calling this out, so that is not good. So we shall see how this all plays out. But the thing I kind of wanted to talk about too, and the reason for staying, is there are lots and lots of sell signals in the market. Now there's lots of stocks. You can see all these stocks that are on my watch list. These are ones that I'm watching for buy signals at all times. And I just kind of want to go through a bunch of these. I'm just going to scroll through these rather quickly, and you will notice a theme. So as you go through, you're going to see sell signals, sell signals, sell signals, sell signals. Look at all these. It's just sell signal after sell signal. So this is making the price action in individual stocks is making me think that we are going to see a pullback in the overall market. There's very few things that I feel confident about putting my money in right at the moment. I don't want to chase this upwards. I feel like the market is overbought for these reasons. And so let's go back to SPY and let's take a look here. Coming up to this resistance level, got rejected from 450, got all the way up to around 450 and 40 cents, so on and so forth. Total high at 451.40. It getting rejected here with this sell signal here, and we have open gaps to the downside. We have an open gap here that will enter the gap here at 447. we would close the gap all the way down to 446. Now, I think that we will see a move down here and come all the way back down to 443. That's, in my opinion, what I think is going to happen. The market could care less about my opinion. That is not a guarantee that that's what's going to happen. We could shoot back up here and get sell signals on up here, but I don't think so. I think we're going to come back down here and we're going to touch this important level, and then we're going to resume the bull trend after this pullback. So this is kind of a time where when this happens, I have a lot of cash on the sidelines because all of last week it was sell, sell, sell. And so I have all the cash proceeds from all that selling. And so have very few stocks that I'm actually in right now. Over 50% of my portfolio is cash with the massive amount of sellings that happened. So now I will sit, and my strategy on this is if there's no buy signals in the market, I'm not going to buy it. It may go up, it may go further up, but that's not for me. That's for someone else to chase. And you need to adopt that type of thinking. You need to have a strategy for each and everything that you do. Now, for me, it's so important that I follow the rules of each strategy that I have. I have specific rules, like for example, with the insider swing play, I only buy stocks with strong insider activity and that have buy signals. So two things together. Unless we see multiple officers paying more and more and more, I have specific rules for why I enter and why exit. I would exit an insider stock if I saw an offering. I would exit an insider stock if, so the rules for exit, definitely a sell signal that I have set up on my charts, so on and so forth. So adopting those rules keeps you from making mistakes. I think right now, the beginning investor could make a huge mistake with all of these rallies that have been happening in the market. The market does not move up forever. You can see here, come up to these sell signals. What did we get? We got a pushback. We came back. We had buy signals. Now what happened? Now we're going back upwards. This almost looked like a double top situation. I actually thought it was, but we came down here and had buy signals. So then all of a sudden a bunch of stocks alerted in my strategies. So I bought. That was my own prejudice on that. But now we've come up here and now we had this and we have open gaps to the bottom. Gaps have a tendency to fill, even though they don't need to fill right now. They can fill at a later date. My feeling is that this market is probably not moving upwards this next week, but we'll see. The market could care less what I think. Anyway, hopefully this helps, at least a little bit of an insight in the way that I attack things. It's not that I know everything for sure, but I have had a lot of success in the stock market. I wish you all the best. Please reach out to me in the comment section down below, and Raytoven out.